Lagos State Police Command has dispelled rumors circulating on social media regarding a group of 89 men seen in the Ibeju-Lekki area, clarifying that the men are legitimate laborers hired for work at the Dangote Refinery. In a statement posted on X on Friday, Police Public Relations Officer CSP Benjamin Hundeyin said the men were recruited from Katsina State by a contractor working with the refinery. He confirmed that no incriminating items were found on the men during a thorough search, adding that they presented valid national identification numbers, which were verified by the authorities. Upon receiving reports on May 14, 2025, officers from the command promptly deployed to the location to verify the situation, Hundeyin said. Also speaking on the matter, Lagos State Commissioner of Police CP Moshood Jimoh assured the public that there was no cause for alarm. I don't know if any of us came across this video of this 89 individual that were at in front of the Dangote Refinery waiting to get employed, and most Lagosians actually raised alarm because of who they are and where they actually came from, which is Katsina State. I really want to get clear why there was so much alarm over that situation. Let's hear from you first, what you make of this situation, Mr. George, please.
Well, I think there should be some independent investigation for them to get all the facts, to know who they really are. Of course, they've shown their identification, national identification and all that. And also, I also think we should be careful not to stereotype people, because we know that there are some bad eggs in the society, but it's quite very bad if you start stereotyping people based on attaching them to certain events that have happened. Yeah, it's not everyone that is from a particular region that is a criminal. It doesn't matter where they come from, whether they come from Sokoto State or Katsina State, Kano State. We all need to understand that there are people that are upright, there are people that are moral, there are people that are good Nigerian citizens who are just working for their daily bread. Having said that, I am not concluding because I don't have all the facts. I don't know where the allegations or the stereotype or the belief of people about them is true, but if there is an independent investigation, then they can be furnished with the facts of the matter. But then it's important we should not be very quick to stereotype people, and that's what builds prejudice, and it is very dangerous in a society.
Okay, on a wild thought, I'm just trying to think here. Why did these laborers, all of them, these 89 individuals, be brought from Katsina State? Is it that they do not have people that they can pick from Lagos State and, you know, other neighboring states that can also do this menial job that the Dangote Refinery company actually wanted?
Well, what I can say is that Nigerians have the right to travel to any part of the country in search of daily bread. Okay. Yeah, of course, there might be people that are in Lagos State that can do the work, but maybe they heard of the opportunity and they wanted to take advantage of the opportunity for a job. There are Nigerians that are in other African countries who are working. Like, the question is, if we want to use that as a measure, the question would be, are there no citizens of that country? Why is it that Nigerians will travel all the way to Burkina Faso, for example? I have friends in Burkina Faso that are Nigerians. Why are they in Burkina Faso? They are there to work hard.
Did you know where I asked this question? These are like multitude of men, 89 persons. It's so much. You know, I mean, for the fact that they got this information more than the people that dwell in the states where they have this refinery, that's just why I'm asking this question.
Yeah, actually, it's a good question. I think that's why an independent investigation should be carried out, so that they can get the facts and they can unravel the mystery and all the suspicions behind it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, let's hear from you, Chimedian, please. What do you have to make of this situation?
When I got to hear about this, when I even saw the video, normally I thought, oh, maybe these are headsmen or something, just as just stereotyping some of these people. Because the society today has made us to always be scared, because we're always ready for the unknown, because you don't know what this man has in mind. Coming from the fact that we have lots of herdsmen disturbing the neighboring, like disturbing the citizens of the country. So it's really important that as a nation we are also careful, just very careful. So as you have said earlier, an independent investigation on these people to know if they are really genuine. But one thing I love from this whole story was they presented their national ID card. This is a sign that they are actually citizens of Nigeria, and that's really very important. As a citizen, you should have such documents of identification, so you will not be convicted for what you don't know about, or maybe feel maybe you're someone who is not recognized by the nation. Because the national ID card is a sign that you are being recognized and people can reckon with you in the process. So it's something that I was really happy when I heard the news. Okay, these people have a national ID card. So it's just that they are here for maybe to look for their daily bread and look for what to do to give themselves more instead of going into criminal activities, being problem or being a nuisance to the nation. So instead of that, they find it necessary that probably maybe because their northern brother, I'm not trying to be tribalistic, but maybe because their northern brother is the owner or the CEO of the Dangote Refinery, so they felt like, okay, let's come in a group and see if our brother will help us, give us something to do in his company while we go about with other activities. So I believe maybe that's one of the reasons they flew all the way from Castina to the refinery to see how they can help them achieve one or two.
Okay, I know there'll be this question of why do we have to really discuss this into this situation, or how really why we have to talk about this particular topic. I wanted to talk about the stereotype that both of you mentioned. Why do you think it's so much on most of the northern end? Is it that the southern end cannot, inflict pain on the citizens? Is it that they do not have the possibility of, wanting to do something bad to people around them? Why so much stereotype on them? Let's look at the other parts. What if those people were from the west or the east? Would so much alarm be raised into such situations still?
Okay. Why the stereotype is still there? Because Nigeria still suffers on tribalism war to an extent. Up to this dispensation, they still fight tribalism war. Even if a Western person goes to the northern area, the northern side, they will still want to stereotype them, whereby still fighting them. Why are they here and why are they coming to this area? You understand? So I still feel like it's a normal thing between tribes. Even when the West comes to the southern part of the country, questions will still be raised. And that aside, naturally, the Northerners have been given a bad view for a very long time. So stereotypes like this is not really, though I don't welcome it, but it's something that is not new, because this has been back-to-back stories about the North, how they are inflict pain on others, whereby killing them without questioning or something. Maybe traveling to a different part of the nation, trying to start causing issues in those countries, in those states. So probably that's one of the major reasons that's came in.
Okay. Oh.